I think, are going to talk about HEX basically as what we've talked about it in the past when we talk about price targets or what the performance could be as we get into this bull cycle, which Ewok, finally, I did have to twist his arm for a few months, but a while ago, he said that we are in a new cycle. So I think obviously Richard agrees. Everybody seems to agree now with PulseChain out. That doesn't mean we're in bullish times quite yet, though. We're in,
Right.
more positive than 2022, of course. So we're in the next 4-year cycle. But what we're talking about here is this next bull cycle that I think is probably going to last for deep into 2025. Ewok actually has said shorter than that. Regardless of that, though, we think that obviously PulseX, HEX are the biggest opportunities there are in that cycle. But when we talk about HEX, we're usually going to talk about it as the price total. I should say this, with the price that each one of them are going to be together, assuming parity, EHEX and PHEX roughly the same price where it's going. So
Right.
I guess we can start there. And I think it might surprise people, like, because HEX is the quote unquote old version of this ecosystem, or the old player in this ecosystem, that people are, EHEX is selling off, people are getting out of it and stuff like that. It's retesting itself, bear market lows. But remember, with parity here, we're really at like over 4 cents or so, 4 cents total.
Right. You got to add them together.
Yes. So yeah, anybody, if you got copies, you're actually you're probably up from where you had been, or equal anyway to where you were a little before it. But so yeah, Ewok, I think people are really underrating right now the potential of just HEX, and the price that it's at right now. Everybody's looking at Pulse and PulseX, which, I want to grab them too. Obviously, they're talk about shiny new toy syndrome, obviously. Yep. But I think people are just like, HEX is under 2 cents on Ethereum. And I think that's crazy. So let's go to you. Let's talk in ranges. We've done most bearish case, most bullish case before, but give me a narrow range that it would be your most anticipated range HEX could get to as a high in this bull cycle.
I do believe that we will see about $1.50. Mm-hmm. I really do. So we're talking $3 together. Yeah. I think once things start to take off, I mean, right now you're seeing a major sale, I should say, on T-shares. Right. And people just they're losing track. They're losing sight of why HEX was created in the first place. Mm-hmm. And I think it was because we told a lot of people to buy HEX for PulseChain. So we've got to let all that play out. All these people that just bought it just to have it so that they could transact over there. That's what you're seeing right now. I think that's what you're seeing shake out. But once we do find that floor and it starts to take off, there isn't a whole lot for sale. There really isn't. And because of the way the liquidity is bonded together, I see it, on the pairs. There's, what was it? $200 million or something like that. I'm actually going to look it up because it is kind of important to our conversation here.
While you are doing that real quick, I actually feel like I'm probably even a little bit more aggressive than you. I think I'm within the same range, but I think more toward the $2 mark is. I think that'll happen here because 150 obviously is going to be a big psychological point, as is $2. But yeah, I think between 150 and $2 is a pretty solid bet, honestly. And same thing. That's on both.
So all my prices are the low end because I don't want to overdo my moon pants or anything like that. But yeah, there's $61 million in liquidity tying the two of these together. Yeah. That's pretty strong.
Yes, so. It's pretty strong, and I agree with your point 100% about these being more conservative projections. And it's not just about we're not telling any audience what to do. I mean, any of the stuff you buy is solely up to you. Looks like I lost Ewok. Yeah,
I'm back. Sorry,
that's fine. But yeah, so with I forget where I was going with this.
Sorry.
So no, with us talking about like conservative projections for these prices, it's not just, you know, not wanting to overexcite the audience or something like that. It's also for ourselves. Like, you don't want to have that lottery. We've talked about this so many times, but that lottery ticket mentality, thinking, oh yeah, like Pulse is going to do 1,000x this cycle, and Pulse X is going to do 1,000x, you know, or a 10,000x this very cycle, and all this, because then you will just be like, I'm going to throw in $1,000 and become a millionaire, and that's just number one, very unlikely, and because you probably won't even hold that long anyway,
Right.
and also just dumb to just even expect that. So I like to, just like you, Ewok, not only to rein in my excitement, rein in other people's excitement, but to make sure I responsibly put the amount of money I'm comfortable putting into the market to get those returns, and like ensure that I get the returns. Like,
Right.
know that I was aggressive enough right now. I won't say it on air, but you and I were talking earlier today, and I took an aggressive-ish action earlier today to try to make sure that I get where we're at right now at these prices, you know, and really remembering to zoom out, because, you know, I did this, and I know you did too, all throughout the bear market. You know, I specifically remember the day that FTX went down, and I remember like how it felt like crypto was just dying that day.
Yeah.
And I just remember asking myself, like, I should be buying stuff today. Like, I just absolutely should be buying stuff today. And that's where I think people, you know, the longer you're in crypto and the more cycles you're in, you get in tune with that. You start to realize, like, yeah, man, if I zoom out right now, this is crazy, this opportunity I may have right here. And that's how I feel right now with these tokens right now, with where they are. So
yeah, I agree.
HEXPassiveincome.com. My friend Crypto Coffee has created what I think is probably the best course for a new cryptocurrency investor. Not only that, but these courses usually charge an arm and a leg. Crypto Coffee is only charging $200. I think right now he actually has a discount for $150. I have a link below in the description. If you are new to crypto, do not understand HEX and how it works, click the link below. It's a quick, easy course. He only gives you the basics. I personally, myself, have thought about creating an intro to crypto course in the past. I don't think there's any reason to do so, because Matt, Crypto Coffee, has already taken care of that. And I don't think anything needs to be added by anybody else. So check it out. The link is in the description, and sign up to HEX Passive Income today.